Okay, hello everyone. This is the artist formerly known as the Great Roberto. Now, I'm making a video today, and this is going to be a little bit different. This is going to be sort of exploring the area of ritualized magic. Okay, and what this is going to be is my interpretation of, I forget what the exact name of it is, but like a sacred circle. And what it is, it's basically a way, because we all have beliefs. Our lives are all ruled to some extent by beliefs, things we believe about ourselves. And the idea behind this is, if you're going to have to be a slave to beliefs or ruled by beliefs on any level, you might as well construct beliefs that serve you powerfully, positively and powerfully, instead of just letting the autopilot take over or have conditions from your past rule you without even being aware of it. This is an effort to install new beliefs, new belief systems, and allow you to move through the world with those beliefs. It's just a tool to help you do that, and it employs a lot of different elements. So I'm going to go through one that I constructed, and the important thing is to construct your own. I'm doing this version of my own, but it's up to you to install your own beliefs. So I'll go through it, and I may explain more as I go, but we'll see. Alright, the first thing you do, you stand outside of an area where you're going to put your imaginary circle. Now, it doesn't have to be imaginary. You could draw a circle if you want to do that, but you don't need to. So now what you do, and it's very important to employ not just mental imagery, but your physiology into these things. So what you do is you take a few deep breaths. Feel yourself settle down. Feel yourself root into the ground. Breathe again. Feel yourself relax. Feel yourself become loose. And you breathe in again. Clasp your hands together. Now, visualize a beam of energy coming from your fingertips, drawing a circle onto the ground. And then you say something like this. Before you is a circle on the ground. Within this circle is a representation of the field of all possibility. It's a divine symbol that represents unlimited power of creation. And as you step inside the circle, intuitively feel this energizing force flowing powerfully through you. Feel the truth of the field of all possibility. Know powerfully, deeply, and intuitively that you can create anything you desire in the universe. There are no limitations. And you can say anything you want. I mean, you make this up. And now what you do is you say, form the image of an avatar just outside the circle. This avatar represents all the qualities that I see within other people that I admire and empathize within myself. Some examples include Mike Rowe, for his ability to interact with people, for his ability to connect with people powerfully and communicate in a beautiful way. Another example is Dog the Bounty Hunter, for his natural alpha male qualities. Another example is Bear Grylls, for his ability to just get the job done using whatever he has to do with courage and boldness and just absolute adaptability. Another example is Han Solo, for his just natural cockiness, his natural sort of swagger, moving through the world unapologetically, just knowing he's the man and that's just the way it is. Another example is Terrence McKenna. He's the newest addition, but Terrence McKenna had the ability to just poetically paint a picture with words. He had the ability to just enthrall an audience with just the poetry of his voice alone. Another example is the vampire avatar. The vampire avatar is a symbol of sexuality, overt sexuality, seduction, sexual power, sexual energy. So these are all examples. You can create your own, and you don't have to have, it's anything you want to do. So now what you do, and the image that I use to represent all these avatars is a reflective mirror. A simple, shiny, reflective mirror, so you can see all these positive qualities within yourself. Now what you do, you turn around, you're back facing the avatar. Now what you say, as I step inside the avatar, you step into it backwards. So now as I step inside the avatar, feel the energies and vibrations that this avatar represents flowing powerfully through your consciousness. Allow your subconscious mind to allow you instant access to these energies and vibrations. You don't even have to be aware of it. It will happen spontaneously at just the right moment and in just the right way for the greater good of yourself and all others involved. And you step out, you see you're using your physiology, your body, you're moving. Now what you say is, imagine a beam of energy and light coming from the avatar, flowing powerfully into you, and breathe it in. And now use your physiology again, move. Imagine a beam of light coming from the avatar. Breathe it in. Feel the energy and the power from the avatar flowing powerfully through your being, becoming one and integrating itself with who you are as you move throughout the world. Oh, and then you say something else. See, I haven't done this in a while, so they say, then you say something like, allow this energy to flow, allow this energy from the avatar to flow powerfully through you for the duration of this working, or something like that. You construct this yourself. Now you turn to the next point, and you say again, form the image of an avatar just outside the circle. This avatar represents, well, this avatar is a black and white spiraling candle with a silent, clean burning flame. The black and white spiraling candle is a representation of the Tao, the masculine and feminine energies of the universe. The silent, clean burning flame is a representation of illuminated truth, shining powerfully through you, illuminating all truth in all that you think, do, and say. Whatever it is. And again, you turn your back facing the avatar, and then you say, as I step inside the avatar, you see the physiology, as I step inside the avatar, feel the energies and vibrations that this avatar represents flooding through your consciousness. Allow your subconscious mind to allow you instant access to these energies and vibrations. You won't even have to think about it. It will happen spontaneously in just the right moment and in just the right way for the greater good of yourself and all others involved. And turn the avatar. Now imagine a beam of light from the avatar, flowing from the avatar powerfully through you. As the energy from the avatar flows powerfully through you, feel it becoming one with your being, and allow this energy to flow powerfully through you for the duration of this working. Now this next one's one of my favorites. Now you turn again, imagine as you're doing this, these energy beams from the avatars flowing into you the whole time. So now you turn here. Form the image of an avatar just outside the circle. This avatar represents that you will ignite the passion and desires of people, and you will inspire within them a genuine sense of love, trust, and devotion for you. The symbol that I use for this avatar is a Japanese katana, a symbol of elegance, grace, beauty, but also a symbol of form and function and purposefulness. That's one of my favorites. Now as you step inside the avatar, feel the energies and vibration that this avatar represents, floating powerfully through your consciousness. Allow your subconscious mind to allow you instant access to these energies and vibrations. You won't even have to think about it. It will happen spontaneously at just the right moment and in just the right way for the greater good of yourself and all others involved. As you face the avatar again, imagine a beam of light, a beam of energy flowing from the avatar, flowing powerfully into and throughout you. As you feel the energy from the avatar flowing powerfully throughout you, imagine this happening for the duration, until the duration of this work. And again, you polish it up to where you want. Now again, this is the next one. I have 5 I use. I imagine that, like a 5-pointed star. You can use 2, 3, 4, 6, 10, however many you like. Again, form the image of an avatar just outside the circle. This avatar represents that you will have a deep insight and intuition with people. You will also have a deep insight, intuition, curiosity, and compassion for people. The image that I use for this avatar is a golden owl, a representation of wisdom, a representation of clairvoyance, intuition, wisdom, etc., so on and so forth. Again, as I step inside the avatar, feel the energies and vibration that this avatar represents flooding through your consciousness. Allow your subconscious mind to allow you instant access to these energies and vibrations. You won't even have to be consciously aware of it. It'll happen spontaneously, at just the right moment, and in just the right way, for the greater good of yourself and all that is involved. You turn again, you face the avatar. Imagine an energy beam of light coming from the avatar, flowing powerfully into and through you. Breathe it in. As you feel the energy from the avatar powerfully flowing through you, becoming one with your being as you move throughout the world. Imagine this being so until the duration, the successful completion of this work, until this is, what I mean. I used to say something else before, but I haven't done this in months. Now, for the final one. Form the image of an avatar just outside the circle. This avatar represents This avatar is a representation of approaching life in a playful, spontaneous, and joyous way, moving through the world with a playful attitude, having fun in the world, and enjoying yourself and all that you think, doing, whatever, etc. The symbol that I use for this avatar is a playfully mischievous leprechaun, a symbol of adventure, playfulness, joyousness, just all-around sense of having fun in life and what you do. As you step inside the avatar, feel the energies and vibrations that this avatar represents flooding through your consciousness. Allow your subconscious mind to allow you instant access to these energies and vibrations. You won't even have to be consciously aware of it. It will happen at just the right moment, in just the right way, for the greater good of yourself and all others involved. Imagine a beam of energy and light flowing from the avatar into and throughout you. Feel the energy that the avatar represents flowing powerfully through you as you move throughout the world, becoming one with your being. So now you got all these avatars working, you imagine them all just pumping you with energy that they represent. So now what you do is now you go to each avatar again, and again, I have to kind of ad-lib here because I forget what I used to say, but you see, the thing is, you want to be as spontaneous as you can anyway. You don't want to do rituals and get lost in the ritualness of the ritual. Because if you do this all the time and you start to get bored with it and you don't want to do it, it's not going to serve you. The idea is to catalyze within you something positive, not just a mundane routine task, because otherwise you're just defeating the purpose. So now what you do is you see the avatar, now you say something like this. See the avatar of the shiny reflective mirror. Breathe it into you, and you hold the avatar up and breathe it into you. And imagine you absorbing the avatar and all the energy. Same thing. Now, see the image of the black and white spiraling candle with a silent, clean burning flame. Breathe the energy of the avatar into you. Allow it to become one with your being. Say anything you want. See the avatar of the Japanese katana. Breathe the avatar into you. allow it to become one with your being. See the avatar of the golden owl. Breathe the avatar into you. And allow it to become one with your being. See the avatar of the playfully mischievous leprechaun. Breathe it into you. And allow it to become one with your being. Now you step outside the circle. And you just look at it again, whatever you do. Now you pick the circle up. Imagine the circle rising into the air. Now move it away from you. Now you say something like this, anything you want, but you say, imagine the energy of the circle that represents the field of all possibility, pure potentiality, divine influence, as a representation that allows you to create anything that you wish at any time, in any possible moment, without limitation. And imagine this energy coming closer and closer to you. Imagine it moving forward and forward as it gets closer to you. See it becomes smaller and smaller, but more condensed, more energetically alive and dynamic. Now see this ball of powerful, brilliant, bright, white light energy right before you. Breathe it into you. And allow it to flow powerfully through your being, inspiring you in all that you think, do, and say as you move throughout the world, etc., and so on and so forth. And you step in. Then you say something like that. Now you close the ritual. I now successfully complete this working. What is this working? I now successfully complete this working. And then whatever you say, anything you want to do, but do something to close the ritual. I now successfully complete this working. Oh yeah, what you say, I now successfully complete this working and release any expectation of desire or result. And shake it off. And shake it off. The reason you say that, I now successfully complete this working and release any expectation of desire or result. Because you don't want to be obsessing over this shit all the time. You don't want to be obsessing over this all the time. Let me adjust this here. So I can come down. Adjust my camera. You don't want to be fixated on this shit all the time, because by doing so, you won't allow the emptiness to exist that allows these manifestations to come into your life. The idea is to do this shit and then live emptily in a state of emptiness. That's why it's very important to do this kind of thing in conjunction with daily silent seated meditation, because meditation represents emptiness. You can watch my video on 0-point mindfulness meditation. It explains that a lot more clearly. But see, again, this is just an exploration of ritual magic, and it's up to you to create your own avatars, if you even want to do this. But it's important to create your own avatars, to put thought into what you believe, to what you want to manifest, to what you believe, and to construct powerful belief systems that work for you, until that day comes when you can release any and all beliefs and just move through the world in a childlike state of wonder. Because any beliefs, because if you have to have beliefs, in your life, they might as well be positive, and they might as well work for you, because it makes no sense to allow autopilot belief systems that fuck your life up to be guiding you in everything that you think, do, and say. And there's so many examples of that, negative beliefs that rule people's lives. The belief that you have to be poor, the belief that you can't do this, or the belief that, whatever it is, I'm a fat pig, I'm a fucking whatever, I'm lazy. Why allow those belief systems to contaminate your life? Makes no sense. And by doing ritualistic things like this, it at least gives you a leg up and allows you to actively, consciously install belief systems that do serve you in a positive, powerful way. And you do this, and then the beautiful thing about the avatar system is you don't need to always do that ritual. Then you can find yourself, just imagine the avatar. You just think of the avatar, think of the mirror, think of the the candle with the flame. Think of the katana. Think of the golden owl. Think of the playfully mischievous leprechaun. Because you build into those avatars all the qualities that you say. So just by thinking of the avatar, your subconscious mind will remember what it's supposed to mean. So, I mean, I haven't done this ritual in fucking shit, probably a year at all, but, you know, that's why, you know, if it wasn't as smooth as it could have been. And again, you polish it up yourself when you do it. You polish it, make it smooth, and if that day ever comes where you get tired of doing it, because that's actually what kind of happened to me. I was doing this shit every week. I would do it every week. I would do this ritual. But it was reaching the point where it became a task. It was like a chore. Like, oh, fuck, I have to do this again. So if it reaches that point, stop doing it. Because there's no point in doing it if you're not enthusiastic about it. There's other things you can do. Do something else that's sort of the same lines, you know. But if you get sick of doing it, just stop because it's not serving you anymore, you know. So that's it for now.